All right. We are here. Sunday afternoon. We're just going to do kind of a random backtesting session. I don't know if there'll be very many people in here or not. We shall see. But just going to kind of go over, just going to start from some random dates and going to kind of start backtesting the IFEG model and just see how it goes. Fingstang was a J Money in the house. Let's go. So just kind of starting from a random date here. Obviously, I'm good, Jay. I'm trying to decide, should we backtest the London session too? I don't know. It's kind of what I'm trying to decide there, whether we should just, because I like to take one setup during London typically. So I could, as we go, just kind of stop on the London session and look and see, mark out the high and the low, kind of use the same setup that we normally use. What's going on, DJ? So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we stop in the London session and take that setup? I kind of think we probably should. So, might be a little bit more noise here today. My brother is here, so we'll start it. And then, and I'm not very familiar with FX Replay, so if there's faster ways to do what I'm doing, feel free to kind of chime in, because this is my first time using it ever. So we're going to start it. I'm going to kind of get it to 3 a.m. and then we'll stop it and look for a setup for the London session there. So how I trade the London session, if you guys don't know, we're going to do New York also. But how I trade the London session is I mark out the high and the low between 7 p.m. and midnight. So I mark out the Asia high and low. So that's what we'll do here. And like I said, I'm just starting on a random day, so I have no idea kind of where we're at here. So I mark out the Asia high and the low between 7 and midnight. Let's see. So we're 7. I guess 7's here. And midnight. That's 06. I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point. We can tell it's already taken it, right? So let's go to the high between 7 and midnight here. Is right there at 12,099. So I marked those out, and I just look for one to be taken, one side or the other. So now we're going to be looking for a long setup back to the Asia high there. That's the idea. So, and we'll start looking for that kind of at 3 a.m. there. So let's slow this down and start it. And then we'll see if we get some sort of inversion at 3 a.m. All right, we'll stop it right there. We do have a little 1 minute. This is a pretty small one. So this one might, 1217. That's a very, very small one. I don't know that I want to take that one. Nice job, Super Todd. What kind of Alpine backtesting did you do? I don't think I want to take that one. We could have taken this inversion, but that's just it's too far to the left for me. I mean, I guess technically we could have taken that close above here, and that would have been before. I want it to be an obvious inversion. It's kind of what I'm waiting on here. All right, a little more of a pullback there. This may not get a setup here during this one. This is not very obvious, right? 2020, I mean, it's like 1 point. If you move the play menu behind, there's an option to move to a different session. Move the play menu. Yeah, I'll move to a different, yeah, I'll do that. Okay, so we got 17. I mean, these are not very big gaps. So I may just not get one. let's see what we got here on the 2 minute. 3 minutes. All right, let's play the 3 minute. We'll eyeball this gap here. On the 3 minutes, let's see. We'll just kind of mark it out. So really, I guess not really much here on this day. I would not have taken anything, I guess. Excuse me. Are we trading 3 a.m. session today? Yes, we are, Super Time. We are. All right, so I'm just going to move on. So what do you say? You're saying we can go... You said go behind. Where do you say? Where's that at? Move to the next session. This is a Friday. Sync time frame with chart. I don't know what that does. Move the play menu. This one? How do I move it? Move the play menu. Where do I move it to? How do I move it? Like this? Just move it over here somewhere? Where do we move it to? I don't know. Click on the 6 bar on it. This. And then just do go to custom. London session. Yeah, we can do it that way. And then next day session 8. How do we know if this is AM or PM? Oh, it's in military time. So we can just go to like 9:30 a.m., right? All right, so let's just do that. We'll go to next session. Do I have to do it like that? Next session? That took me to 7 a.m. Next day open. That's not right. Go to this next day open. Oh. There we go. Okay, well that took me to 2:30. That's weird. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know much about this, so we're kind of learning as we go here. I don't know why I didn't. It's taking me to 2:30 for the next day open. I clearly have that. I mean, do I have it right? I have it next day open 9:30 New York time. New York session. I mean, do I have that wrong? I mean, it looks right to me. I don't know. Weird. Only favorite the one you want to go to? Oh. So you just favorite this one. And then I just do that. It's still taking me to 2:30 though, not 9 a.m. Yeah, the Bulenox and APEX will end tonight at midnight, guys, so keep that in mind. So, all right, I'm just going to play it through it. I don't know why it's doing that. We'll just go fast and play through it to the next session. And does this keep it? I don't know if that keeps it on there or not. We'll just play it through quickly. I don't know what day we're on here. It says Tuesday, but price isn't moving very good. Let's go. All right, coming into the 9:30 open here, we'll slow her down. I'm on the wrong chart. You haven't get paid since January, Baz? I kind of missed that one. All right, we got to be a little more aware here. So probably looking for the long here. Let's take a look at the 2 minutes. 3 minute. All right, so 2 minute. We'll look at the 2 minute. We'll look at this teeny gap. Never had an issue with Topstep. Me either. Strange I haven't paid you, though. MGB, how's it going? All right, so let's see if this closes above. We'll take this one. Gosh, that closed above so fast. That's the thing. Like, I wanted to take this one, but like it's we had these equal highs here, and then I guess I gotta learn how to do this slower. So this probably would have been a win. I would probably, well, we know it would have at least been a break even because I would target up here. So we're kind of missing. If you guys aren't sure what we're doing, so basically we're just looking for inversions at the internal liquidity. Oh, well, that's always good. My mouse died. At least it died now and not when I'm trading, huh? All right, I gotta get a battery. I gotta get a battery, so I'll be right back. Hold on, let me go find one. All right, I can't find a battery, so I'm gonna have to hook up a wired mouse. So give me a second. All right, we're back. Always lovely when your mouse dies. Always love ya. I'm fading in out of the green screen. All right, where's the mouse? There we go. Probably should leave one of these hooked up, to be honest with you. All right, so we missed this entry, which kind of sucks. Obviously, it would have been at least a break even, but let's see how it would have played out. Oh, my brother, yeah. So it would have been a break even trade there. Only showing half his body. Yeah, it's fine. All right, let's continue on. So that would have been at least some sort of a winner, but we didn't take it. So 28. I mean, this gap's too small. No, this is the IFVG. Yeah, I do Nordmark. That's what I do typically. But that trade right there, I did not. We didn't get in on. We got a dumpage right here. So let's kind of see what we get. Let's move over to the 3 minute, maybe. Okay. So we have this gap on the 3 minute here, which we would like. There must have been some news or something there. It's weird. May have to move to the 5. I don't know. It's not really a singular gap here. Uh, 1501. I mean, this is not a huge one, but we might could take it. You didn't trade Friday. You had a small court trial. Hopefully that went well. Still continuing down here. All right, holy cow. Look at the dump. Are we on the 1 minute? Yeah. So I don't mind this one if we get it. It doesn't look like we're going to get it, but don't mind this one if we do get it. Try to get used to this thing. This is what you started with. All right. Just extend this over a little bit. All right, let's slow this down a little bit here. All right, so we got to close above there. We got low resistance liquidity here. We have an obvious swing up in a fair value gap, so I think price maybe at least goes to there. So we have to place an order, and we'll go 2. Again, I've never done this before, so you guys may have to help me with this here. Take profit. I don't think that really matters, does it? But we'll put 504 for now. Stop loss, we'll just say 476. I don't really know if this matters. 1%. Buy. Seems okay, I guess. And then I'll stop this after 1 candle prints just to see. Because I want to move this up. So we'll target up here. And we'll scale 1 once we hit here and go break even. So let's go 1 more candle. Oh, I need to move the stop. See, I'm new to this. All right. So we'll scale 1 there. I think you click here. So we take off half, save, and then we go to break even. And then target would kind of be, I don't know, I'd probably target these equal highs up here. Would make sense, I think. And there you go. That would be that one for that day. Let me read the comments. It took a while for you to learn how to trade longs. Basically, as soon as you started, the market was crashing. Oh, it makes sense. Since when is he NQ at 11K? This is back testing, Baz. You didn't trade it. Okay. Yeah, this is on, this date is, so I don't even know where the date is. Some random day in 2022. So we took a winner there. So we're going to move on to the next session because we're almost at 3 p.m. So I don't know. I'll try it and see if it works this time. It's still taking me to 2:30. Like, what in the world? It's so weird. So this is Andy, this is FX replay. FX replay, sir. All right, we're going to go to the London session for whatever day this is. So I'm just going to fast forward it here to the London session. I'm sure there's an easier way to do it, but I cannot get it to do it. So we go with this way. We go with this way. Just take a few extra seconds. Probably not that big a deal. All right, let's keep going. 2 o'clock. All right, here's 3. This is a Friday. So let's mark out the high and low from 7. Trash this one. All right, obviously it took the high. I'm not even going to mark it out. Not even going to mark it. Pre-market? No. This is 3 a.m. This should be a London session. Should be. We got that gap there. If we inverse that, I'll probably take the short. So let's slow this down and see what we get. Might have slowed it down a little too much, huh? My slow fingers click and stop. All right. Well, we're just going to move on because that was already after 4. So let's go to the open. All right, we'll stop it here. Let's take a look. You find Sundays not to be worth trading on? Yeah. Yeah, I don't typically trade on a Sunday either. I'm not, it's not something I really do. So we still left the London low intact there. We may want to go down there to that, or the Asia low. Where's the London low now? I guess right there, 662. Maybe we sweep that area and then push back up here. Let's just kind of see. We'll watch this gap here. I don't mind it. I don't hate it. Let's see what we get. All right. Still could just be going down here. This is kind of difficult to know on these. Let's see here. Yeah, we closed above. I don't know. This one might be a loss. I'm not sure if I want to take it or not. We'll see. We'll go ahead and take it and just see what happens. I mean, it is back testing after all, right? So you place order. What do you go? Position size. I don't know how to have this automatically filled out. Does anybody know? I have no idea. No idea. All right. All right, now let's move the thing up to where we actually want it. I'll probably just target. Yeah, actually, you should target up here. So at this swing here, this is where we will break even. And I will probably scale one off there too if we hit it. Let's just see. All right, so right there we just hit it. So we'll take one off. Stop to break even. And let's see if she goes. And there we go. We hit the target there. You love Sunday, you catch runners. Some people say it's good to trade on Sundays. I really don't know. I know Cami Capital, all inverse trades in low one, yes. I know Cammy's streaming Sundays now. Do you guys see that? He'll be live here at 6 p.m., I think. So so we ran the buy side there, so we may look for some sort of move back to the opposite direction here. Let's just see if we get it or not. It's hard for me to dictate or understand how small these gaps are, so I have to kind of stop it and see. I mean, this one's not very obvious. 25, yeah, I mean, it's too small. We could maybe check the 2 minute. Nope, nothing there. 2 minute, 3 minute. Nope. All right, now that's more obvious. So if we inverse this one, we got low resistance liquidity below. So if we inverse this one, we will take it. A little more obvious. So, and what time of day it is? 1 o'clock. Perfect. Boom. Close below right there. I like the speed of that candle. So let's get our order in here. Position size 2. Take profit. I don't even know. 11, 7, 10. Stop loss 11, 7, 38. Seems reasonable. 1%. This is a short, not a buy. Save. Stop to break even at this wick right here. Right there. And let's check it out. Why is it obvious on 2 minutes or 3 minutes time frame? Near the low, all inverse trades. Yeah, I'm looking. So this one, I mean, it's pretty obvious on, you know, it's not like, it's one of those things where 3 minute hasn't closed below yet, but the 1 minute did. The obvious one, I mean, this one's like 726 to 731, so it's like 5 handles big. It's kind of like the minimum, right? So, all right, room beats in the house was up. So at this, once we hit here, we will we'll go to break even. I don't know that I'd scale here. It is 5 points, so I probably still will. So let's see. Boom. So let's stop it right there. Let's scale 1. Let's break even, stop it. We also ran the buy side, so that's another reason why I would have taken the trade. And then now you're going to target sell side here, or whatever the most obvious target could be. I probably would just target down here, kind of this area. Let's see if this thing hits. Stopped out, break even on the runner. Now we traded up into this bearish gap where we've held it. Let's check the 1 minute. Sometimes you got to take more than one shot at this. So now we're looking at the 3 minute chart. And, you know, this is kind of a tricky spot because we are holding a gap here as well to the left. But I do like that we pushed back up and we failed to go any higher. So if we close below this, I feel okay about taking the short. Let's just see what happens. I'm so slow at hitting this button. I just don't want it to. Holy cow. Oh. Yeah, there must have been some news that day. All right, let's see. On the side, you have long or short. If you add them to your favorite, you can use them to place the order. Oh, where's that at? On the side. Right here? Oh, my dog. Where's long or short at? Help me. I don't know. The date on this, what date is it? Oh, December 22nd, December of 22. Long the dong. Yeah, this is obviously news. Right here, is this what you're talking about? Over here? I don't know. So obviously there was some news here or something on this day. So we'll kind of let this play out and see what happens. Yeah, I would never got in on that one. I was on it. All right. Wasn't sure if that was it or not. All right. Well, that one didn't stay open. All right, we're at the end of the day here, so I wouldn't be taking the trades anymore. So if I was going to take a trade, you're saying I just click over here? I come over here to the long or short position? Or wherever it was. Was it right here? All right, let's move on to the next. This is a Friday, so we're probably... we'll try... I don't know why this thing doesn't take me to the right. Start of New York. I mean, it takes me to 2:30, which is not a single session that I have highlighted. I mean, that's 2:30. I don't know what the deal is there. Next day open, 2:30 once again. It took me right to 2:30 again, the dirty girl. All right, well, we'll just pick up right here. This is an obvious gap. Let's see. I guess we could just long this one if it closes above. No close above. Max has been so barking lately. He just barking at everything. All right, I don't see anything in here that's kind of interesting me, so we're going to go ahead and just go to the London. Yeah, I can, Zachary. Holy cow. This thing's moving. Moving so fast. Slow it down, cowboy. Slow it down. There we go. This is Tuesday. Some Tuesday. Might have already missed the entry here. Had a pretty good run up there on for this session. There's the Asia low. I mean, clearly we took the Asia high here, right there at midnight. So we would be looking for a short down to the Asia low. And we might have just missed it. We'll see if we get a second opportunity. Because that right there would have been a clear and obvious gap to short from. So basically, what are we doing? Rooms blowing PAs? So this strat, if the price closes above the fair value gap, you take a long, and if it closes below, you take the short. So basically, DJ and I said Zachary, but that's Zahari. Yeah, I mean, we're looking for a sweep of liquidity, right? You can look for a sweep of liquidity, or you want it to deliver from a fair value gap, right? So we want price to come from a fair value gap, hold it, go in the other direction, and inverse it. Once it closes below the gap, we take the entry. Your break-even stop is at the nearest liquidity. Now, this would be an interesting one because, like, we have equal highs above. Even though they're right next to each other, they're there. And then we did have equal lows below. So, you know, I still would be favoring the shorts here just because the Asia low is down there. So what we're going to need here is for a price to push back up and then give us some sort of inversion towards the Asia low. So let's just kind of play it and see. And if we run the low first, then we just don't participate. The entry would have been back there, the obvious entry. All right, so here's one. Like I said, this is kind of your second entry in this leg down, so maybe a little bit lower probability here. So if we close below here, we will enter. All right. So we'll enter here short. So you're saying I can just come over here and go short and put it here? Does that put it on there, though? Does that put it on FX replay? I'm not sure. Or do I have to actually physically put the order in? Where is my Asia low at? Is it all the way down there? Holy cow. Okay. Well, we'll give this a try and see if that's... Oh, darn it. That's what J Money is saying. How do you scale, though? Because I thought you still had to put the order on there as well. Or are not favorable. Click on place order. Okay, we'll do that. Place order, and it automatically puts it. Oh, I see what you mean. So it puts it on there. Nice. So then you hit save. Oh, cool. Thank you there, J Money. Well, that clears her up. I want to move that up a little bit just to. So, just so you guys know, we'll break even stop it at this swing here. So that's where we'll break even stop. I don't think I'm going to scale one there just because it's so close. So let's see what happens. All right, so we would break even stop here. It looks like it's probably just going to be a break even trade. Yeah. Okie doke. Well, that one's break even. It's not much we can do about that. It was kind of the second entry in the leg, so, you know, lower probability when you enter the second one, when you kind of miss the first. How can you let the rectangles and lines you draw in Ninja Trade save for the next time I open it? When you hit the X button room, it says save or not to save when you exit out. And you just let it save. This thing is just on our moving quick. Wish I could just move it to the next session. It would be easier, but the thing's not working right for whatever reason. All right, so obviously we had some kind of data at 8:30, right? I guess that wasn't 8:30, was it? That's weird. It says 8:02, but kind of looks like some kind of data there. And we ran it already, so there's not much we can do about that. I mean, if you were going to take that there, I would have taken this. Like, this is kind of a good example of what I'm looking for, right? So we're delivering from this gap, and then we inverse this gap, right? We have some sort of data. Clearly, that should have been data. I don't know what it was. Something up here. But that's kind of what I like to look for. Hold this gap, inverse this gap. And in this scenario anyway, it would have been a break-even trade because we came back here and tested first. So let's kind of zoom out. So pushing up there, we'll probably look for some shorts now. You didn't get that. Yeah, you should, when you hit the X to exit out a NinjaTrader, it should say, ask you every time, do you want to save your workspace? You don't get that? So we'll move kind of to the higher time frame here. Check out this 3-minute. Problem with it is the stop's going to be way too big, right? What is that? 59 to 45. It's like 14 points there. All right, let's see what we get. Still pushing up. So this is an interesting one because the stop is going to be huge on this. I don't think I would take it. I might drop down into the 1 minute if this does inverse and then kind of look for some sort of secondary entry. Or this right here would be interesting. Da-da-da-da-da. All right, let's just continue and see what it does. And see, this is kind of what I was looking at, this gap here, but no entry there because we hit the internal liquidity before the candle close. So no entry there, unfortunately. Now, we did run this liquidity. So once you run kind of external liquidity, you would expect us to move back down. So if we did inverse this gap, this would not be a bad one. Let's just make sure, because we got very limited information here. So let's just check the other time frames. Yeah, I mean, 1 minute kind of looks the best there. You know, let's just see here. So same idea here, just higher up, 89 to 85. It's a smaller gap. I don't mind it though. I think we give it a try here. I feel like it should at least be a break-even trade. If not, it's not a very big risk. Not very big a risk. So short position here. And we would target down here. Stop. Close above on the stop there. So, place order. Stop, go to break even here on this this swing here. So close back above the gap there. I mean, that was I don't know if did that really hit the break even stop or not. It did not. So this is one. It actually, I mean, it hit it to the tick, but it you know, it left equal lows there. This is an interesting one where you could hold it, but for the sake of the back test, we're going to take it off as a loss. So how do we exit it for a loss there? I don't know. Anybody know? You just close position right here. Boom. All right. Just to be accurate for our kind of back test session here, because technically, based on the rules, that's a loss. Let's just see if it. I think it continues down, but like I said, I'm trying to follow the rules here. We'll see if the rules hurts or helps us. Yeah, so it continued up. So that following the rules helps you there. Even though it's a loss, it's still fine. It's still perfectly fine. So let's just keep going. We're at 11:40 in the morning, so it's kind of a slow grind higher. All right. So here's another. This is another obvious one. There's going to be losses. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. If you're back testing it and you're not following the same rules, then there's no point in back testing. I knew that was going to happen. That's why I was trying to go slow there. I don't know. I don't know if there's a way to go. Oh, so this is doing 3 minutes at a time. That's why. All right, so I would have taken this one, obviously. Well, actually, no, we wouldn't have. Well, you see the close right there, so close to the swing. It would be tough to take that one. I mean, you might could have, but it would be tough too. So let's just kind of see how it would have played out. So yeah, would have hit this internal here. I mean, that would have been a scalable spot, I think. Nah, it's only 5 handles. So maybe this swing. Yeah, that would have been 10. So red trades more than losses. All the same thing, right? If you guys haven't already, hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Again, APEX and Bulenox sales due in tonight, guys. APEX has already came out and said that if you don't pick the accounts up today, they will go to 80% tomorrow. One thing to note about the Bulenox sale is that the accounts do renew at 90%, which is nice. The accounts do renew at 90% there. So this is one of those trades where, like, it probably doesn't make a lot of sense, but you know this thing's at least going to hit that swing high there, but we're not taking it. You would think it would, right? Left equal highs there. All right, well, let's just see what we get. We're in lunchtime now. Maybe we'll get one more trade on the day on this one. Just kind of grinding higher here. Looks like there were some kind of news there at one. Got a little wick there. Oops. I want to check the 2 minute right quick. 3 minutes. All right, so you could take this one. I don't hate it. I mean, it's probably 920, 23, at least going to be a break-even trade, right? You would think. So we inverse that gap there. I would at least think this would be a break-even trade. At the very least. Yeah, I don't really know what to target, so we'll just target like a 2-to-1 here. Flat 2-to-1 or something like that, or a 1-to-1. Now we'll go 2-to-1. Something like that. We'll probably scale it 10 points if we get it. And obviously a close back below, we take it off. Place order. Forgot. And stop to break even at the swing high there, obviously. Yep, closed right below. There you go. Kind of surprised that failed there. All right, we'll take it off. 100%. Log it. And, you know, this might be one where, wow. That's probably why it failed right there. Obviously, there was some sort of news, something going on. Had to be, right? Had to be for that to happen. Had to have pretty high confidence. Oh, my gosh, this dog. Yeah, it's going to be posted, Miss Healthy FX. Maxie, come on, man. Sorry about the dog, guys. But, yeah, this is one. Obviously, there was news there. We didn't know that, so that probably is why it failed. So, you know, you have to take that into account sometimes. But I don't have it set up to where I see the news. But let's see if we get another opportunity here. Maybe on a news play here. Let's see. So we want to see it run the low of the news. What in the world is going on this day? What is going on here? I don't know what happened this day. Yeah, I tell Maxie, shut up. I have to. He'll just keep barking. I have no idea what's going on this day, guys. To the moon. I mean, long was the right play there, right? Long was the right play, but can't exactly know that's going to happen. So let's just kind of see what happens here. All right, so I'd probably be looking for a short here, I would assume. Some sort of a short. 1,200. That gap's actually bigger than it looks. That's why I kind of measure them. Yeah, I don't mind this gap here. If I can get it drawn out correctly. Looks like it might just continue up though, but watching the gap above this gap now. Have to kind of zoom in. Yeah, dog needs to go out or something. No, he doesn't need to go out. Somebody just pulled up. He gets like that when somebody's here. He might need to go out for quiet purposes. Just 6 months of downtrending. I don't know. I wasn't trading back then, so. We had some stuff going on this day, though, I can tell you that. All right. This seems reasonable for maybe at least a break-even trade. I guess we'll see. Let's see if it closes below 275. Well, actually, we might get scale here. Let's just see. Maxi, oh my goodness, man. Okay, I was like, wait a second, it's not going. Dude. Oh, you freaked out? All right, we'll try a short here. That's good risk to reward there. It's very good. Very good. Very good risk to reward. All right, so now we've got, we'll scale some here, obviously, and put stop to break even. Oh, you guys see what I did there? I didn't place the trade. I did not place the trade. Oh, you dirty girl. I didn't place the trade. All right, you can't go back in FX replay and place the trade, so we'll just have to watch it play out without us. Yeah, Oracle, what's up? Oracle in the house. This is probably be a big winner, too. It's already a big winner. It's like 50, 60 points already. Or actually, I'm sorry, 80 plus points, and we didn't even place the trade. All right, we get another chance here. Maybe. All right, let's get another chance. Let's get this off here. Obviously, I don't like taking the second entry in the leg, you know, but since we missed that one, we'll take this one. All right, let's see if it closes below. You wouldn't take this risk, Murad? Well, that's the difference between me and you, Murad. It's just back testing. So, I mean, while you want it to be as accurate as possible, I feel like I would have taken that first entry. So I should have been in it on the first entry. So even if this one loses, you know, we can kind of keep that. we'll know that that's what would have happened. Because I wouldn't have taken this one had I been in this one, obviously. But so break even at the swing here, and will we scale there? Let's see, 223. Yeah, we'll scale there for sure. So let's go. So stop to break even, scale here, 50% as we do. Also, you have data lows down there. It's a pretty high probability price is going down. So that's also another reason. And usually when that happens, like usually the first entry when you have data doesn't it doesn't go on the first one usually. Sometimes you got to take 2, 3, 4 shots at it before you get it. But this is on FX Replay Mirror, so it's not current price. It's when you're doing a backtesting session, you like to use random days. That way you don't. It's like if I use last week, I will remember what happened. So I like to use random. It just makes more sense when you use random times, date and times, right? 130 to 114. So like this one here, another opportunity. So let's just see if it closed below. All right, we closed below there. So we'll take it again, a third shot. Again, a close back above will get us out. Risk to reward is still good. Probably not going to get a move down that big, really, but I mean, you never know. You know, it could happen, right? All right, stop to break even at the swing, and do we scale at the swing? 109 to 80. Yeah, we definitely scale at the swing. Boom. So we scale at the swing, 50%. And then we put our stop to break even. This is the power of the inversions. If you know where price is going, then even though it's a second or third option in the leg, I mean, like it still can work, right? And also, if you guys notice inversions, a lot of times you're at least going to get break even. At least. All right, stopped out there on that one. But still for profits. So we have a pretty good feel to where price is going. So that's why I'm a little bit more, feel a little more safe about taking the second or third or the fourth entry in the leg there. So, yeah, it's just backtesting Mirror, yeah. 95. I mean, once again, this is another one. It's a pretty big stop on this one, though, but we'll try it again. We shall try it again. Short. I'm just targeting that wick down here. Place order. If this one loses, we won't take another shot at it. All right. Boom, closed right above. So this one lost. So I'm going to exit the order. There we go. Oh, guys, do you see that? I didn't even notice that. I would not have taken that last entry. I didn't notice that we were at 350. This was literally the 350 algorithm. So I'll leave that one on there as a loss, but I wouldn't even have taken that one. I'm not going to take trades after 340 on the inversion. So I would not even have taken that one had I noticed that. That's all right. Still a loss, but I wouldn't have taken it. Let's go on over to the London session. The good old London session. Anybody pressing the button right now? 618. What's the market doing? What's the good old market doing right now? Being slow? Are you sure that guess is educated? It's probably an educated guess. It's probably a fair guess, I'd say. All right, we're going to stop in the London session here. Let's go ahead and mark out the high and the low for the good old London session. I just like to use 7 to midnight. I mean, some people use different ones to mark out Asia high and low. Whatever your preference is. Whatever works for you, I like to say. But this is what I like to use. All right, so we took the Asia high, Asia low down at 18,880. So we're going to look for an inversion back to the low. And I normally, and the reason why I'm doing it at 3 is because that's normally the time that I get on, right? So let's see what we get. So that's kind of what we're looking for there. Pop back up and leave us. I'd like to see us hold this gap here and leave us an inversion to the downside. There's one here, but that's, how tiny is that? 83. Yeah, that's 1 point. There we go. That's a nice one up, but unfortunately, doesn't look like there's much of a gap there. Nope. Kind of an odd looking price action here. Am I on 3? This is 3 a.m., right? Yeah, it is. We get better action than this. Come on. At 3 a.m. All right, here we go. We got us a gap. What's up in Brown? So if we close below here, we will take her. Although, what time is it? 3:30? Yeah, that's fine. And we got one above there now. That's only 3 handles. There might be a better 2 minute, 3 minute. Yeah, I mean, we could maybe take this one. A little bit higher risk. Price just bleeding higher. How big's this gap? 11. All right, we'll take this one if it inverses. It's not bad. We got relative equal lows down here at the 03s. So if we close below, we'll take it. Close below right there. So let's enter our short position. And also, guys, don't forget when we look at the statistics here, that 80-point trade that we didn't get is not going to be on there because we didn't put the place trade button on there. So that's going to skew things. Order is not complete. What happened? Why is the order not complete? All right, so break even's going to be here. And then we don't scale there. we'll just break even, stop it. So that's break even. And I mean, I probably would have scaled here. I mean, I guess not. 6 handles. We'll probably scale at the bottom here at the whole number. Or actually, you know what? We'll just probably scale right there at that swing there if we get to it. If not, it'll just be break even. All right, we'll scale some there. That's 8 handles. It's not a ton, but we will scale half there to at least lock in some profits. And this is pretty much how I trade London every single morning. Just mark out the Asia high, the Asia low. Once it runs one, I just look for the first inversion that looks decent back to the other side. You don't get that every session, but I'd say probably 7 out of 10. You get that somewhere in there. So, and this is getting deep into the morning. Well, let's just let it play out. It would be frustrating if you sat in that trade until 5 a.m. If it inverses, Ms. Healthy FX is this right here. So this is an inversion. So as we all know, if you know anything about ICT concepts, a fair value gap is a 3-candle pattern, right? So it's basically when the high of candle 1 and the low of candle 3 leaves a gap on candle 2. So you see this gap here. So this gap is inversed when the body of the candle closes below the gap. So right here, the body of the candle closed below the box. Boom. So that's my inversion setup. I have equal lows below here at 12,003. So that gives me like extra confirmation that price should at least visit here. And that's how I do it. But, you know, there's several different ways to, there's several ways to work it and play it there. So let's just fast forward over to the open. Obviously, we had some kind of stuff going on there. Straighten this chart up a little bit. I think price is traveling down. It's strange that we're getting movement at like 8 a.m. That doesn't seem like a time where we should be. I thought most news was like 8:30. All right, here comes the open. So before we even open, let's just take a look, kind of get a couple ideas here. We got low resistance liquidity to the upside, big gap over there. So I will take this gap here on an inversion play. Low resistance liquidity, wick to the upside there. So if we inverse this here at open, we will take that. And, you know, we ran this this liquidity here. Oh, wait a second. Let's just make sure we didn't put in a equal low. We didn't. All right. So if price closes above here, we'll take this. Got to remember to slow her down. I'm not that fast. All right, so we opened up. It's funny, I can read chat better when during the live market than I can during a back test session. That's sad. All right, let's spread that out. You switch to Windows. So tired of Mac not running any. Yeah, that sucks. Mac's difficult to use sometimes. All right. Yeah, I mean, not much here. I was trying to see if there might be another setup below there. All right, let's check this one. 54. All right, so this one I don't hate because we got equal highs above, wick inside of a fair value gap, right? So I'm going to go ahead and take it down here. And also we're holding a fair value gap to the bottom side there. Now, we do have equal lows below though, don't we? See, we're holding a 2-minute gap here. Man, I don't know. We got equal lows below, but I think this is at least a break even. If this fails, this is going to be a perfect opportunity for you guys to know that when equal highs below and above, you just don't take the trade. But I think this is okay. Since we're holding that gap there, I think it'll be all right. And by the way, guys, I'm no expert at this. This is, I'm fairly new to this myself. So, we are no expert. But that's the reason for backtesting, right? So, this one really is more of like a 3, 1 to 3, something like that, 1 to 3.5. All right, let's not forget to place our order. If only we forgot to place the order on one that we lost on. Okay, so at the equal highs is when we go to break even. So as soon as we hit these equal highs, we break even. We will scale at this swing here. So let's see what happens. And obviously a close below, we take it off. So let's just see what happens here. Okay, stop to break even right there. And scale, let's see, so we're at 58. Yeah, so we'll scale half at the wick. And we just got ticked out break even there. I mean, there's not much we can do about that. That literally, did that even stop us break even? Yeah, I mean, to the tick there, it looks like it just stopped us break even. So, won't ask you if you want to save your shapes. You try closing it, it didn't ask me to save shapes on the chart. Oh, your workspace riggedy. Oh, the shapes on the chart. I don't know how to do that. I don't know if there's a way to do that. And there probably is. I just don't know a lot about it. So I just don't know a lot about it, I guess. So yeah, that kind of sucks there. Now, here's the thing. Could we re-enter if this one inverses? We could. We very well could. We got low resistance. I mean, it's the same kind of setup. It's just, unfortunately, we got ticked there. All right, so let's try it again. Let's try it again. Now, obviously, this is going to be much more high risk, right? Because why? It's the second entry in the it's the second entry here in the leg. And we do have relatively equal highs up here, though. Risk to reward still okay, in my opinion. Still fine. So if this one loses, it's it's the trader's fault. All right, so once we get back above this wick here, we break even. There's no scaling there. So if we can just get back above that wick, we break even. Right there. Break even, stop again. See, this is the power of inversions, though. If you see, like, even when I'm wrong, I'm still at least getting my break even in. So I probably would scale some up here at 76 at this wick, or maybe just at 10 handles. Right now we're at 4. So if we get to like 73, I'll probably scale a little bit if we can get there. And just stop back out, break even there. There's not much you can do about that. Just following the rules there. It's probably still going to go, but. And you see right there, break even saved us. Break even saved us. All right, do we try it again? Let's see, we got 2 minutes, 3 minutes. 640. Nah, 64. Not really anything obvious here. Let's take this off. Well, let me see what we're going to do. You can also just go to workspaces and save your current work. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Once again, guys, if you are watching and you are interested in the 90% off, it does end at midnight tonight. So keep that in mind. It does end at midnight. Let's see here where we're at in this leg. I mean, we could be going lower here. We do have a gap here. It's not very big, though. How big is that? Yeah, it's like 3-4 handles. Well, look, guys, what did we talk about earlier? Is this the reason you think why we're not going higher? The equal lows below? I mean, that very well could be the reason. But I'll try this one just because I have high confidence that we go to those equal lows there at least. So we'll just target that swing low there. Seems reasonable. So break even stop would be here. I will scale there, half. And then we'll break even stop it from there. There we go. Let's scale half. Stop to break even. And let's see if she can run. Stopped out on the runner. All right. How long have we been live there? Okay, so it's been over an hour. Is 90% on Apex for all size accounts? Yes, Miss Healthy, it is. It is for all size. I do have the link in the description. Don't sleep on Bulenox too, guys. 91% off Bulenox, 90% off Apex. Get those accounts in today. How do I look at my, anybody know how we look at the results? Is it here? And then, where do we look at the results? I don't even know. Does anybody know? How do I look at the results? It's not journal. Where is it at? I don't see it. I don't know. Where do we look at the results at? Home screen. I just go back to the home screen. Yeah, it's for the layout. So we just go back to the home screen? Oh, okay. Well, hopefully it saved that, did it? I don't know. Okay, so it did. All right. So, yeah, there you have it. Our win percentage was 76.9, which one of the trades we took outside the kill zone there, and then the other winner that we didn't get credit for, obviously hurts as well. So I'd say probably hovering around the 80% mark there. $2,300 in profit. Average R 0.98, but that's because we take half the position off at the internal there. So that's kind of why there. 10 winners, 3 losers. I mean, nothing crazy, right? Nothing crazy. And that's kind of not knowing what you're doing there. So we had a 2-loss streak. 3 wins was our max, or 4 wins our max win streak. So there you go. Just kind of the first time using it. Would have been much better if we would have kind of knew what we were doing. But next time, maybe it'll be a little better. I'll see the option side of the session. You made a trading view script so you can only see candles once they have closed. Oh, that's nice. That makes sense. Yeah, Joe, that would make a lot of sense there. Plot closed candles. Per loss and how much you gain per win. Where's that at? It's funny because it says the ideal RR would be 8.5, max RR 4.4, and we took 0.98. So there's definitely something to the to say about taking it at the liquidity. That might be. I mean, it certainly messes with the R a little bit, right? So where's the average loss per win? Is that down here? Average gain $300, average loss $252. So that's not bad. Losses are smaller than the winners. Win rate 77%. So even that's pretty good. So this is a FX replay trader Oracle. I kind of like it. I just realized you guys probably can't even see half the chunk I'm even talking about. I forgot. But yeah, it's FX replay. So anyways, so I started at 50K balance, 77%, 305, 252. I mean, like, you got to think I missed out on an 80-point trade that I didn't hit it was like 87 points that I did not hit the button on. And I didn't miss out on any of my losses. So we probably would have been up another $1,500 at least, maybe $2,000 if I'd captured that trade. So we only had one day where we actually lost, right? I guess that day right there we were down $487. It's probably the day we took the back-to-back losers. So, well, it's not bad in 4 trading days. I don't think so bad there. Looks pretty decent to me. We'll see. We'll see. But anyways, guys, I'm going to end it there. We will be back live tomorrow morning, or actually for London, 3 a.m. Eastern. Tomorrow's our London day. And then we'll be back for New York, obviously, 9:15. But, guys, if you're going to pick up those accounts, you need to get them. Don't forget, I'm picking up 10 more for myself just to kind of have in the background. We'll see how we do with these 5 that we got, and we'll just go from there. Also, don't sleep on Bulenox, 91% off. And, the other prop firms as well. Topstep, $49 for a 50K account. And My Funded Futures, $90 for a 50K account all in. No activation fee, that sort of thing. But we'll be back live 3 o'clock a.m. if you guys want to join us. And we'll see you guys then. I appreciate you watching.